Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to share the biggest mistakes to avoid when starting your own online business. Now, I don't want you guys to waste your time making these easily avoidable mistakes. So if you are here, it means that you are actually really serious about making a change and creating the life that you have always dreamed about. And trust me, I have been in your shoes, okay? 5 years ago, I started my journey with zero experience. And looking back, there are so many things that I just wish I would have freaking known, okay? So this video is all about actually helping you avoid those costly mistakes, not just in terms of money, but also time, because time is literally everything when it comes to building a business. Now, very quick note before I get started, if you haven't seen my first video where I do share my entire full journey, I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description below. I highly recommend checking it out for some inspiration and for you guys to get to learn more about me, who I am. But for now, let's get into a topic that I've been very excited to share with you guys all, okay? Now, when I first started my journey, like most people, I was instantly very, very overwhelmed by all of the different ways to make money online, okay? Because nowadays, you can go on TikTok, you can search for side hustles just one time, and the next thing you know, you're literally being bombarded with hundreds and hundreds of videos about either affiliate marketing, high ticket sales, TikTok shop, trading, Amazon FBA, copywriting. The list goes on and on and on and on. So, of course, you are going to feel overwhelmed as hell and obviously a little confused. And this is where most people's dreams go to die. They get really excited from all the clickbait videos that they see, and then they try to do one, and then they keep coming across these get rich quick scheme type of videos, and then they try just enough to see if it works, and then they give up because they didn't see any results overnight. And then they move on to the next idea that someone else shares about whatever they're interested in, and then the cycle just continues like this until they finally eventually start claiming that every side hustle is a scam and nothing actually works. And I'm here to tell you, nearly all of the business models that I just mentioned and that you hear about online, they work. Shocker, okay? We don't gatekeep around here, and I'm definitely not gonna sit here and bash on other ways of making money online because not one way is perfect for everyone, okay? We all have different backgrounds, we all have different budgets, and one might fit better for you than the other. So the key thing is just to pick one and go all in with that one. So if you haven't caught on yet, the very first mistake I want you to avoid is shiny object syndrome. So do not try to create 7 streams of income all at once because you heard that the average millionaire has 7. Whoever made that quote, I feel like has definitely ruined a lot of opportunities for so many people because it could not be farther from the freaking actual truth of how they got there, okay? The average millionaire may have multiple sources of income, but they all started with one, okay? So I recommend putting all of your eggs into one basket, period. No questions about it, okay? You don't need to spend your energy and time around building multiple businesses at the same time, especially if you don't even have one yet, okay? Most of my friends today who have made millions and millions of dollars, they all only have one business model that they're still following, okay? They're experts at this one thing. They chose one business model, they went all in, and they had no plan B, just like myself. And we dedicated every freaking waking hour to make sure that our business was gonna succeed. So this is exactly what I did too. My business, I mean, when I first started Amazon FBA, it was the one and only thing that I wanted to do. And even years before, I knew that I wasn't gonna diversify until a few years later. And even when I was making over $100,000 per month, I still did not try to go out and find other ways to make money online. And I put all of my focus on this. And that's how I'm able to bring tons of money. So sorry, I literally can go on and on about this mistake because I have seen it firsthand how many people give up on their dreams because they have this shiny object syndrome and they quit too early on. So please, for the love of God, do not make the same mistake, okay? Now, mistake number 2 is not setting C-type goals. Now, let's talk about goals real quick. So if you don't know where you're gonna go, what your end goal is gonna be, your vision, how can you freaking expect to get there, okay? Most people go and watch all of these YouTube videos about starting a business, and then they go on to buy a course, and then they start their business, and then they simply hope for the best. But hope isn't a strategy. You are not entitled to success simply because you purchased an expensive program or even if you hired a mentor, okay? You need a clear, definite goal, which is what I like to call a C-type goal, okay? This is simply a goal that is really big, that is really audacious, and that inspires you and actually pushes you. So you can quickly go ahead and just define what success means to you. Is it earning $10,000 a month? Is it earning $20,000 a month? Is it replacing your 9-to-5? Just go ahead, if you haven't already done this, write it down, okay? It takes nothing to just write it down. And now that you have your end goal, you can work your way backwards, which actually reminds me of a quote that I personally have always loved. And I actually would want you guys to remember this. So this is a quote by Steve Jobs, and it's about setting a goal and connecting the dots backwards from his 2005 Stanford commencement address. So he said something like, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, your destiny, life, karma, whatever it is. This approach has literally never personally let me down, and it has made all of the difference in my life. So this emphasizes having faith in your journey and trusting that the steps you take every single day will make sense in the future. So I always say, have a vision, and you have to have faith in it. You really have to have faith. Okay. Now let's get into mistake number 3. Overthinking and delaying. Oh my God, this mistake I've made, and I know so many of my girlies make, because we're girls, and naturally we just kind of overthink everything. We're emotional. So yeah, I really do not want you guys to make this mistake. I see it all the time. It's just countless people overthinking it all. I used to think it all, and it delayed the process for me so much. So let's say you've chosen a business model. Let's say you chose Amazon FBA like myself, and you decided that you're going to go all in and you're launching your brand this year, and you set your C-type goal and how much money you want. You have the vision with that. And now you're going to give it 100% by making sure that you have the right guidance, you have the right mentorship, you have the course, you have the community, whatever it takes, so that you can be overall just very confident in the process to actually build it out efficiently. So my mistake was not having a real mentor at the start that I could just speak to. I only had basically a community of thousands of people in that community. So I barely really got the help that I needed one-on-one, and pretty much didn't have access to anyone personally, like one-on-one. And I would wait for days to get a reply. And this left me feeling very, very lost. So when it came time to actually choosing my first product to launch, I spent months overthinking when I could have just simply sent my ideas to a mentor and could have had them analyze it, and then they could have just let me know which one was best. This was such an upsetting mistake looking back for me, because now, of course, I make sure that everyone who enrolls into my university gets the exact solution that I wish I had, because it's so easy to fix, but it can really delay the journey for you because of the nature of the business shipping products from overseas. So anyways, so in my program, I always look at people's products ideas, and I give them a full expert report on them. And that way they can actually proceed with the best product and make progress, rather than just freaking waiting around overthinking it all. Now let's get into mistake number 4. Mistake number 4 is not having a mentor. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This is a big mistake. So I would honestly say a mentor should be someone who's already accomplished what you want, obviously, and is still currently operating in that same business that you wish to succeed in, okay? This is someone who is living the dream that you want to attain, or this is someone who has accomplished the goals that you have set for yourself, so that, they've already basically walked the walk, and they've made all the mistakes, they overcame all of them, and they actually succeeded. And now you can either try to figure it out on your own, or you can follow the steps and take guidance from a mentor who's already done it, and basically use this as a shortcut for success, because that's what it is. It is a shortcut to success. Remember, the fastest path to success is to follow success. So simple. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to invent something new. All you have to do is follow someone who has already been there and who has already done it, okay? And real quick, I just want to say thank you for supporting my channel and watching this right now, because I personally love making videos for you guys, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. I love creating content and sharing anything that I have learned along the way to be able to help you all. So it honestly really did suck not having my YouTube channel back and having it just taken down and not having access for basically the last year. But now that I'm back, it's a huge goal of mine to make this one of the best YouTube channels for beginners to start an Amazon business. So if you have gained some value so far and are actually enjoying this video, go ahead and just do me a favor, drop a comment below and let me know if this has already helped you. Now let's get into mistake number 5, okay? Mistake number 5 is not setting up an LLC and business credit. So I made this mistake myself at the beginning, which is, not having an LLC like most people who start, and having a business credit card. So If you are starting a real business, for example, like Amazon FBA, I highly recommend you form a real business entity like an LLC. And you open up a bank account and you open up at least one business credit card, because there are so many benefits to this aside from the legal aspects and making your accounting easier at the end of the year. But also, you get to deduct all of your business expenses. For example, many people don't know, but you can literally deduct the course that you might buy and the product inventory and literally everything that you spend on your business, okay? So you want to deduct that as a business expense at the end of the year. And now the business credit card is a huge hack for a whole list of reasons, okay? I love my business credit card. My favorite being is, obviously, if you follow me, you know I take advantage of the business class flights and the first class seats, because I have flown business class on all the best airlines, for example, like Emirates, Qatar, Singapore, Turkish Airlines, and I have always been able to upgrade my seat to business class with the points that I earned. So if you are going to run a business, you might as well be earning the points for all of the money that you spent to operate the business. Duh, girl math. Then you can actually enjoy the perks that you personally like. So if you do want to use my favorite one, I'm going to actually do you guys a solid favor. I'm going to go ahead and link it down in the description below so that you can just check it out and have access to that yourself. Now let's get into mistake number 6, okay? Please, for the love of God, not by any circumstances, should you ever take advice from people who are not where you want to be. Sorry, not sorry. This might be new for you, but trust me, coming from someone who had absolutely zero support and still made it, I can tell you it is still to this day one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make, okay? And it stops them short of success. So every single person I shared my goals with told me that I was crazy and that I was going to lose all of my money and I should just, stick to working a job and that I'm going to waste all of my time. I heard it all. Okay. And I'm not even kidding. Literally everyone I knew doubted me. Everyone told me that I was just overall going to make a big mistake with Amazon FBA. And now I'm not saying that keeping your goals to yourself and you shouldn't tell anyone is what you should be doing. But, you need to believe in yourself. The most important thing is that you actually believe in yourself and that you do not take advice from people who are not where you want to be. Okay. Most people have a lot of limiting beliefs, including myself when I started, that stops them from everything that they actually want to try. So they become really complacent and they don't want to ever try anything out of the ordinary. And they feel better by replaying those limiting beliefs onto everyone else around them, which leads to most people believing that they're just not good enough, or that they're not smart enough, or that they're not qualified enough, or that every side hustle is a scam, like I mentioned earlier. So the truth is, almost all of them do work. Like I said at the start, I have done affiliate marketing. I have created brands. Still to this day, I'm creating brands. And, I still sell on Amazon. I sell on TikTok Shop. I sell digital products. I do TikTok affiliate. These are just to name a few, and they all work. Okay. I have made more money with each of these than any job could ever possibly pay me. Okay. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay. So we covered a lot of the most common mistakes, and I even talked about how you can avoid them to reach your goals faster. So I really wanted to make this video very short and sweet and straight to the point as usual. And of course, there are definitely more that I can think of, but these are definitely the most common and my own personal mistakes that I do not want you guys to make, okay? From avoiding the shiny object syndrome that everyone seems to have these days, to finding a mentor, to setting up your business the right way. These mistakes can either make or break your journey. So if you did find this helpful, go ahead and drop a comment below and let me know which mistake resonated with you the most personally. And please do me a favor, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss my next upcoming videos. Now, before I do forget to mention, because I normally do, I do host free trainings, by the way. So I host trainings breaking down how to start an Amazon business A through Z. And yeah, they're free, they're live. So if you want to join the next one, you can register below. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.